Have you ever heard someone say, if humans evolved from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? It's a question that pops up quite often, and it stems from a fundamental misunderstanding of how evolution works. It's a common misunderstanding of evolution. Many people imagine evolution as a linear process, almost like a straight ladder where one species transforms directly into another. But evolution isn't like a straight ladder where monkeys magically transform into humans. Instead, it's more like a branching tree with many different paths and branches. Imagine a vast, sprawling tree of life instead. This tree has countless branches, each representing a different species that has evolved over time. Monkeys and humans are like distant cousins on this tree. We share a common ancestor far back in time, but we've been evolving separately for millions of years. This common ancestor lived millions of years ago, and from that point, different evolutionary paths were taken, leading to the diverse species we see today. Think of it like this. Your cousins didn't stop existing just because you were born, right? Similarly, monkeys didn't disappear just because humans evolved. Both species continue to exist and evolve in their own ways.
Evolution is about gradual change over many generations. It's a slow process that happens over such long periods that it's hard for us to observe directly. It's driven by natural selection, where individuals with traits better suited to their environment are more likely to survive and reproduce. These advantageous traits get passed down through generations, gradually shaping the species. So, while we share a common ancestor with monkeys, our evolutionary paths diverged long ago, leading to the distinct species we see today. This divergence is what makes the tree of life so fascinating and complex. Each branch on the tree of life represents a different evolutionary journey, contributing to the incredible diversity of life on Earth. From tiny microorganisms to giant whales, every species has its own unique path. Over time, species develop adaptations that help them survive in their specific environments. These adaptations can be physical, like the long neck of a giraffe, or behavioral, like the migratory patterns of birds. Humans, for example, have developed unique traits such as advanced cognitive abilities and the capacity for complex language. These traits have allowed us to build societies, create art, and explore the universe. Monkeys, on the other hand, have their own set of unique adaptations. Their agility, social structures, and problem-solving skills are just a few examples of how they've evolved to thrive in their environments. It's important to remember that evolution is an ongoing process. Both humans and monkeys continue to evolve, adapting to changes in their environments and developing new traits over time. The evolutionary tree reminds us of the interconnectedness of all life on Earth. Despite our differences, we share a common heritage that links us to every other living organism. By understanding evolution, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity and beauty of life. It helps us see the bigger picture and recognize the incredible journey that has led to the diversity of species we see today. As we continue to learn more about evolution, we can use this knowledge to protect and preserve the natural world. Understanding our place in the tree of life can inspire us to take better care of our planet and all its inhabitants. So next time someone asks, if humans evolved from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? You'll know the answer. It's not about one species replacing another, but about the incredible journey of evolution that allows multiple species to coexist and thrive. The tree of life is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life. Each branch tells a story of survival, adaptation, and the endless possibilities of evolution. Monkeys and humans, as distant cousins on this tree, remind us of our shared past and the diverse paths that life can take. Embracing this understanding enriches our view of the natural world and our place within it.
Imagine a family reunion with your distant cousins, the ones you only see once in a blue moon. You gather around, sharing stories and catching up on each other's lives. Despite the time and distance that separates you, there's an undeniable connection that ties you all together. This connection is rooted in your shared ancestry, a lineage that stretches back through the generations. You might share a great-great-grandparent, but your lives and appearances are now quite different. Evolution works similarly. Just as your family has branched out and diversified over time, so too have species in the natural world. Each branch represents a different path taken, a unique journey shaped by the environment and circumstances. We share a common ancestor with monkeys, a creature that lived millions of years ago. This ancestor was neither monkey nor human, but a primitive being from which both lineages emerged. Over countless generations, evolutionary pressures and natural selection have sculpted the diverse forms of life we see today. Over time, different groups of descendants branched off, adapting to different environments and lifestyles. Some found their niche in the trees, developing traits that helped them thrive in that habitat. Others adapted to life on the ground, evolving characteristics that suited their new way of living. Some of these branches led to modern monkeys, with their agile bodies and keen senses perfectly suited for an arboreal lifestyle. They developed prehensile tails, sharp vision, and dexterous hands to navigate the complex canopy of the forest. While others led to apes, including our ancestors. These branches took a different route, leading to the development of larger brains, more complex social structures, and the ability to walk upright. This divergence set the stage for the emergence of early humans. It's like following different branches on a family tree. We all share a connection, but we've evolved along separate paths. Each branch tells a story of adaptation and survival, of how different species have carved out their own niches in the tapestry of life.
This branching pattern of evolution explains why we see such diversity in the natural world. From the tiniest insects to the largest mammals, each species represents a unique solution to the challenges of survival. The variety of life forms is a testament to the power of evolution to create endless possibilities. It's a reminder that all living things are connected, part of a vast and intricate web of life. This interconnectedness means that the actions of one species can have far-reaching effects on others, highlighting the importance of biodiversity and conservation. Sharing a common ancestor somewhere in the vastness of evolutionary history. This shared heritage is a powerful reminder of our place in the natural world and of the long and winding journey that has brought us to where we are today. By understanding our evolutionary past, we can better appreciate the rich diversity of life on Earth and our role in preserving it for future generations.
Just like detectives use clues to solve a mystery, scientists use fossils and genetics to piece together the story of evolution. These two fields, paleontology and genetics, work hand in hand to unravel the complex history of life on Earth. Each fossil discovered and each gene sequenced adds another piece to the grand puzzle of our origins. Fossils are like snapshots of ancient life, preserved in rock. They provide a tangible record of organisms that lived millions of years ago. From the smallest microorganisms to the largest dinosaurs, fossils capture the diversity of life that once thrived on our planet. By studying fossils, we can trace the gradual changes in species over millions of years. This process, known as fossilization, often involves the replacement of organic material with minerals, creating a stone-like replica of the original organism. Through careful excavation and analysis, paleontologists can reconstruct the appearance, behavior, and environment of these ancient creatures. We can see how ancient primates evolved into the diverse forms we see today, including monkeys, apes, and humans. The fossil record reveals a fascinating journey of adaptation and survival, showing how different species responded to changing climates and habitats. For example, the transition from tree-dwelling primates to ground-dwelling humans involved significant changes in anatomy and behavior. Genetics provides another powerful tool for understanding evolution. While fossils show us the physical changes in organisms over time, genetics allows us to explore the underlying biological mechanisms. By examining the DNA of living and extinct species, scientists can uncover the genetic changes that drove evolutionary processes. By comparing the DNA of different species, scientists can determine how closely related they are. This method, known as comparative genomics, has revolutionized our understanding of evolutionary relationships. It has revealed surprising connections between species that appear very different on the surface, but share a common genetic heritage. The more similar the DNA, the more recent their common ancestor. This principle helps scientists construct evolutionary trees, or phylogenies, that map out the relationships between species. These trees provide a visual representation of the branching patterns of evolution, illustrating how species diverged from common ancestors over time. Genetic studies have confirmed the close evolutionary relationship between humans and apes, further supporting the idea of a shared ancestry. For instance, humans and chimpanzees share about 98% of their DNA, indicating a recent common ancestor. This genetic similarity is reflected in many physical and behavioral traits, highlighting our deep connection to the animal kingdom.
Fossils and genetics together offer a comprehensive view of how life has evolved on Earth, providing concrete evidence of our shared history. By integrating data from both fields, scientists can create a more complete and accurate picture of evolutionary processes. This interdisciplinary approach not only enhances our understanding of the past, but also informs our predictions about the future of life on our planet. As we continue to discover new fossils and decode more genomes, the story of evolution becomes ever richer and more detailed, reminding us of the intricate web of life to which we all belong.
Evolution is often a slow and gradual process, especially for long-lived creatures like humans. While we might not see dramatic changes in our lifetime, human evolution is still happening. One example is lactose tolerance. Originally, humans could only digest milk as infants. However, as humans began domesticating animals and consuming dairy products, a genetic mutation arose that allowed some adults to continue digesting lactose. This mutation provided a nutritional advantage, and over time, it spread through certain populations. Today, lactose tolerance is common in some parts of the world, while other populations still experience lactose intolerance.
This is just one example of how human evolution continues to shape our species. While the changes may be subtle and occur over long periods, evolution is an ongoing process that shapes the diversity and adaptability of life on Earth.